rain and then rain, which could eventually lead to ponding and flooding for the middle part of your work week. But of course, that means that we're getting warmer. Things are going to be going from snow to freezing rain to rain. So I'm going to show you all aspects of what you can expect over the next 24 hours, which is likely kind of to be the messiest when it comes to travel. First off, though, let's go ahead and take a look. We've obviously accumulated a good amount of ice on Lake Erie with the cold temperatures we've had. Left hand is a shot of Edgewater looking downtown. Right hand is a graphic that I'm actually going to make move here for you to show the temperatures over the course of the next 8 days. We're kicking the blues to the curb and we're tapping into the yellows and oranges, which means temperatures are going up. Now, right now we've got about 27% ice coverage. Expect that to begin rapidly melting throughout the next 8 days. Here's a quick look at our weather alerts that we have into tomorrow. Starting at midnight, we're kicking off a winter weather advisory, which sounds a little contradictory to the sentiment of we're warming up, but it's because could see about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of ice accumulation overnight, which could, of course, impact your drive to work tomorrow. So it goes till noon tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at that system as it approaches. Now, we do have some snow on radar, but I think the bark is worse than the bite in that case because I don't expect it to be making its way to the ground. In most cases, we've got some low-level dry air. So that also plays into this system as we see this pipeline of moisture that stretches all the way down to Texas approach. It's going to have that dry air to contend with. So we're watching for timing to be around midnight tonight, and it will last tomorrow through the evening commute. But as I said, it's going to be that early morning drive where we could see ice as opposed to rain. Keep in mind, road crews are aware of this. This is something we've been watching for a couple of days now. Odds are we're going to get salt put down, but you've still got to watch for those icy conditions. We always say this, that we'd rather see a foot of snow than an inch of ice, and the reason for that is because you can see a foot of snow. You're aware that it's there. As ice accumulates in the morning, you really can't see it. It just looks wet. So keep that in mind. If you've got salt, throw it down in your driveways. Here's a look at our precipitation timing versus our temperatures and what type of precipitation I'm expecting when. So that was a lot there. So again, this goes from midnight tonight until noon tomorrow. The timing that I want you to watch for, which I pointed out right here, is midnight to about 9 a.m. That's when I'm expecting we will see temperatures right around freezing and where we could see that ice accumulating. So midnight to about 8 or 9 o'clock, we'll see that freezing rain. Beyond that, later into the day, we've got rain showers highlighted in green there. So no snow expected out of this system here. And another look at what brings, freezing rain versus snow. It all has to do with the temperature profiles in the atmosphere. So what we're going to see tomorrow is this right here, where we've got cold air up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. There's a layer of warm air that's rather thick, and then cold air again right at the surface. And you could see freezing on contact as it hits the grounds. Of course, the more road traffic you get, the warmer the ground and the roads get, so that will help us out, but it's going to be those first people on the road who really get the brunt of this. And then we're going to switch over to all rain, where we see that cold air and that snow melt into a liquid form. Let's go ahead and walk through it. I've talked a lot about what kind of precipitation you're going to see, what brings that on. And with temperatures tomorrow morning being right around freezing, it will be kind of tricky. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for it, okay? So Scott will be in all morning. He'll be giving you updates. We'll have, of course, Patty out on the roads checking out conditions for you as well. So midnight, 2 a.m., the front edge of that system comes in with some freezing rain. Temperatures are right around freezing. They stay there for the morning commute. And then 9, 10 o'clock rolls around. Temperatures slowly start to warm up into the mid-30s. And we see that shift over to rain. The rain showers will be off and on all throughout the afternoon, and then they'll begin to taper off about the time you're heading home from work. From this point on, from about 5 p.m. on until, Friday, all precipitation I expect will be rain. And with that, we're also going to see the snow melting because temperatures are going to be warmer. So at that point, we then shift our focus to ponding and flooding because of snowpack melt and additional rain showers. So here's just a look at ice that is expected. Northwest Ohio up towards Toledo, if you travel for work at all, that's where we're expecting the concentration of ice to be the thickest. Here across northeast Ohio, it's most likely going to be on the front edge of that system as it approaches. Now that's our first round of precipitation this week. Then we've got rain showers approaching on Wednesday. So there's Tuesday afternoon, there's Wednesday into Thursday. The showers start to then taper off Thursday into Friday before we get a dry day finally on Saturday. But then again, Sunday, we're watching another system. Now that one, a panhandle system on Sunday, looks to be mostly to the south of us, and we will be on the colder sector of it. So our southern communities could see a few flurries floating around on Sunday. How much rain can we expect? Well, over the course of several days, many of you will pick up more than an inch or inch and a half. So it's a healthy dose of water. Here's a look at your 8-day forecast. 45 and 50 Wednesday, Thursday, 48 on Friday. There will be some pockets of dry time in there, so if you're getting a little cooped up from the cold and snow, you may be able to go out and get a walk in Thursday, Friday, but especially Saturday, Sunday. It will be cooler, back in the low 40s, but that is still warmer than the average for this point in the season. We're usually in the mid-30s. So there's a breakdown, you guys, of the next 24 hours. If you've got questions that I did not cover, feel free to drop a comment in there, and I will do my best to answer. Meteorologist Dante Jones will be on at 4 o'clock to give you an update then as well. I hope everyone drives safe and has a great week.